California back this landed.
I want to talk about the Doja Cat.
What? Nigga, I'm happy. I want to talk about it. Like, yo, be a month before it gets here. I'm like, fuck y'all. Y'all said the 19th, my nigga. It is 420. I was speeding for Mexican pizza, dog.
You know I gotta be when you talking about stay here. Give it to you, girl, cause you know I don't play fair.
Y'all got the link? Shit.
No, I like how they say black people need to get prioritized in marriage in the community, like Russell Wilson and Sierra. You think if Russell Wilson had no money the way he does, that he would fuck with, like, that's a 1% deal, dog. There's a Russell Wilson and a Sierra in the hood all the time. But you know what the difference is? How many shorties that got kids got bank like that?
I'm not a fan of the whole Sierra Russell Wilson situation.
Yeah. But you're not gonna say, "Oh, yo, we need to get nigga." What bitches you know that has more than one kid that is financially put? I ain't talking about no nursing. I'm talking about financial. That can take vacation without having a budget.
Right?
That's that delusional, man.
Copy the message I just sent you and send it to people.
Can you play some grown folks music? Y'all got the last one.
I didn't get that there. I haven't gotten one week. What? I haven't got one song playlist 1 week. It's been you.
I am.
Give it to you, girl, cause you know I don't play fair. Way past 12, we been kicking it late.
You know what? You right.
That way you girl, I think I might say yeah.
Papa ain't coming through? I didn't text him, man. You right. My bad, yo.
Yeah, world. Take it like a time bomb, fuck them. They out of time, out of sight, out of mind. The throne, that is mine. My bitches in shape, your bitches out of line. Wanna ball flow with Jordan River, Palestine. The realest nigga in my city for real. No, I mean the realest niggas feel a nigga. Embassies kneel. Yeah, young world. You ain't down with the young world. Hop up on that bandwagon, but shit, that's only one word. You get endorsements for abortions to be. You just some babies to a kid. I put them both in his sleep. You want a verse that crack to break your back and posture. It's gon' cost you. Felt like tender with key. If you been in a beast, if you in it, you lease. You lieutenant, I'm cheap. You memories, I be dreams. 2 shots of the vodka shit. I ain't for the drama, but I stay pulling up in the Phantom of the Opera. Gold chain, got a little bit of that city out king. Just to see what you got, shit is insane. Haters making plots, but you really mean I rose from the top. I be damned if I drop. I ain't never looking down. I say looking in the box, but hey, tell them if they want me right here. Tell them come and get me right here. I once seen Grammys all in a row. Looking back in mic, like you are with your soul. Got a raw finish flow, but still it's hot for show. Fuck them niggas who ain't gone from your videos. Cause my life is a movie, but only real niggas script. No celebrity cameos, but I be a cameo. Life is a lot of beggars, even have carry-ons. Knock it out the park, I'm just supposed to get my berry on. Here we are, don't know why I keep telling y'all. Terry, you turning rappers to teriyaki chefing y'all. Oh God, get real religious. Hope you feel the spirit. My enemy's mirror image. No convertible top down. Think you hot now. I think you cooled off. Plus you real soft, boy. I never thought I'd feel the pressures of the fame. The memoirs of a gold chain. Yo, wow. Gold chain. Got a little bit of that city out. Just to see what you got. Shit is insane. Haters make a fuss, but you really mean I rose from the top. I mean, damn. I Cause they looking in the box, but hey, tell them if they want me right here.
Every time I hear about
Get me right here.
I might.
Hey, so what's good? Y'all joining the
You know what it is though? That really needs to be talked about. Why I want to talk about the 6ix9ine situation? Because forget about 6ix9ine. We just gotta call out these guys.
Are we starting that?
No. We're gonna start off yours first. But we really need to start talking about these other adults that are fucking up this generation. At least our OGs, my nigga, put us on right. There's a lot of old school niggas in the game who are just fucked up niggas. We gotta call them out. Cause they older than us, so yo, we think it's straight. Yeah, straight out of old man talking about my nigga. Leave that shit alone, dog. That nigga sounds like Martin if he had COVID. Nah, nigga. Cause have you ever heard Martin when he's sick? He has that nostril talk. But when he's sick, it's deep.
Cause I ain't with the foolery. So she like I'm wrong. Up in the cold, then I put it in sports. Step in the court, swing, step back. I'm doing long. Money man, do the money dance. I pull up in the brand new place. And your man is my only friends. Money man, do the money dance. I pull up in the brand new place.
You know what the fucking problem is, dog?
No.
If you didn't curse, if this wasn't like us not walking on eggshells, they would have a sponsorship. But they will never sponsor shit. They'll never sponsor somebody who speaks on the shit we talk about. They're gonna be like, yeah, we agree with the transgender. But as soon as we start talking about them, they'll be like, nah, we can't have that.
Hey, Church,
Tell them
plug it up real quick. Plug it up, Church.
Are we signed?
We live now. We live, pimpin'.
Hey guys. Oh wait, this is my mic.
No, you ready to go, bro?
All right.
We out here.
So, guys, we want to welcome you back. One thing for sure.
Two things for certain.
You know, we talk about real topics, real things. By the way, this is sponsored by Chick-fil-A.
Real things.
Definitely got to get yourself.
As a disclaimer, I'm not agreeing to that.
This is definitely sponsored by Chick-fil-A.
Not with me, nigga. I ain't getting
A
sued.
30 piece for everybody who joins the podcast.
Churty piece.
I will have Patreon coupons for all my Chick-fil-A lovers out there. All right. So what's good, man? It's been a while, right?
What's happening?
Yeah, it's been 2 weeks.
What's happening?
How you doing, dog? Listen, look, I want to give this is Jay. You know, like Logic, dog. He recovered from like a surgery. I don't know if y'all know, but
I'm good, man. I just got another road to recovery. They're gonna look at the elbow now. Possibly need another procedure done, but like I said, man, in God's good grace, man. As long as He's by my side, I can't fail, homie. So, therefore, you know, you go down 7, you
Preach.
get up 8.
Preach. The D Wade.
Mr. Morty,
but
how you doing, nigga?
Hey, I'm fantastic. We back at it again
Morty.
with the squad, Brick and Morty. You know
That's
me,
right.
ready to break shit.
You already know.
Oh yeah.
And,
You enjoying? I
yeah.
don't understand.
How's that Chick-fil-A, man?
Not trying to cut rug, man, but y'all really love Chick-fil-A. I can't talk shit. They good as hell. I just
They don't
still to
want-
this point they opened up in Kendall, dog.
They don't
This
miss.
shit is still all the way
I
to the
just-
freeway.
Listen, I want y'all to understand something.
They
right?
do not miss.
I was in Atlanta in 1998 at the time, man. I remember when the first Chick-fil-A came out. They didn't really have no advertisement. All they had was like one billboard, and whoever that nigga was that they used to have on Buford Highway, dressed in that cow suit. Poor guy, dog. But yeah, he used to bring us in there, dog.
How to sell?
Hot as fuck.
That little
Hotter than a
suit.
sauna.
Hot as fuck. Yeah, man.
All right, fellas, let's get right into it.
Mm-hmm.
60 minutes, a few rounds to go.
Yes, sir. Yes,
All right, first topic on hand. When is the right time to leave a toxic relationship? Who wants first dibs?
I'm gonna let you have that.
Okay.
Okay.
Logic. Get it off your
So-
chest. You got a lot. It sound like you got a lot to say.
Yeah, because
Get it off your chest.
I don't think, on average, man, there's not a dude in our age group that hasn't had to walk away from a toxic relationship. And a lot of people think that only means like with your girlfriend. Sometimes it's family, sometimes it's friends. You know what I'm saying? It's a confliction because you have conflict with loyalty, love. It's a stir of emotions, right? So how do you know when it's the right time to walk away? Honestly, I don't know if there is a right time. You know, some things you just got to act on. And the reason I say that, me being in a toxic relationship, it's crazy because there's a stir of emotions, right? You love that person and you really care for that person. But when you stay in that relationship, you start lying to yourself and you're literally hurting yourself, you know, because at the end of the day, it's not Pandora's box. Nobody knows what you're thinking.
True.
Your partner can never know what you're thinking. You know,
Sure.
it's hard enough to know when your partner's feeling a certain way. That's why they say communication's key. My apologies. Let me put that on silent.
So let's take it a step back. What is your definition of toxic?
My definition of
What's your definition
of toxic is when you're in a relationship that's not genuine, when it's a one-sided deal, where it's not growing, it's actually just procrastinating, and you know, it's like still water. When water is moving, it's healthy. But when water stays still, man, it builds up bacteria, it becomes poisonous.
I
And that's
disagree
the
with
same
that.
thing with the relationship. Enlighten me.
I disagree with that. I just think that's being selfish.
In what sense?
You can be selfish and not be toxic.
Break that down.
All right. So, for example, right? Toxic is basically like when you know, like the worst part is like you know that you're bad for a person or situation. Like you know you're bad already, and you're willing to sacrifice the person or situation, knowing that you're bad for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's for example, right? If a flower doesn't get water, like you said, it doesn't grow, right?
Correct.
What if you're refusing to water the flower? That's toxic. That's what I feel like toxic is, because, you know, like, for example, I might be having a shitty day. And you might have a pleasant day, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I just come and I start some shit with you. I stirred a pot
Mhm.
just because I want to throw that on you. You know what I'm saying? I want to throw it on you. I want you to suffer. That's what, because like I could be selfish and you cannot suffer. I could be like, yo, this is mine. I go do my thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's toxic.
But so to tackle down on that, you said, what about if you refuse to water a plant? It's okay. So that's like saying in a workforce, if you're refusing to contribute, then what value do you bring to it? You don't bring value because you're not willing to get down and gritty. You're not willing to contribute to that person to help each other grow. And I get it. Yeah, you can be selfish. A lot of times in relationships in general, man, like look at our loved ones, right? I'm not proud of this, but I be coming at my mom the hardest because I love her the most. And I know that sounds crazy, but when you know somebody,
That's true.
when you love the person most, that's usually the person that you're naturally going to target because you know they'll take it. And subconsciously, you know, is it wrong? Yeah, but we do it anyways. Now, when it comes to being in a toxic relationship, when a person's honestly pulling those strings and trying to bring the worst out of you, that's toxic, bro. You can't mess with somebody like that because they're degrading you. They're making you question your own existence. And people do that naturally. They're called being narcissistic as shit. To be like that is to make you a narcissist, man. Like straight the fuck up. Now, I'm not saying I'm correct on what I'm saying. This is just based on my experience of being in a toxic relationship.
Okay.
Because it's like, yo, imagine, bro, I could bring a horse to the water. Don't mean it's going to drink.
Facts.
You understand what I'm saying?
Facts.
And
Right.
me as a person, at what point, yeah, I brought the horse there. Now, if I'm going to get mad
Mhm.
about the horse not drinking from the water, I got to double down and think, why is it that I'm getting mad? Is it for selfish intent? Because you could want good for somebody, but at the same time, you got to let people blossom.
At the end of the day, we're all selfish. You have to be.
Yeah,
To
but
piggyback on what Church said, you have to be selfish.
you do
If you're not looking out for self to some degree,
to some degree.
to
Exactly.
some
Yeah,
degree, it
but-
has to be healthy. But you got to look at how good you are
no, but,
and how you're helping the team. There's no LeBron
Nah,
has to be good before
nah,
he
but
can help the team.
I Y'all talking about selfish. Selfish ain't toxic, bro.
Selfish to me.
Selfish
to
is
a
healthy.
certain degree.
It's
can-
healthy.
It can have. I feel like it can have elements of that, but no, toxic is toxic. Look, I tell you what. I say what like this, right? If I'm with a female, right? All right, put it like this. If I'm with a female, right? As a matter of fact, I saw this on the headline today. This guy, this kid, he died today. He died today.
Rest in peace.
It was killed by his girlfriend and the baby father.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? They set him up when he got home and they shot him to rob him.
Okay.
That's toxic. That's like rest in peace, but that's toxic as fuck. Why? Why is that toxic as fuck? Because if somebody like that, like you can easily like, why are you in a relationship if you still messing with the baby daddy? You know what I'm saying? And why would y'all team up to kill me?
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
That's
toxic.
but that's beyond normal situations.
It's
Allow me
toxic.
It is toxic, but at the same time,
People like
that's
toxic,
just-
man.
yeah,
People
there's
like
some, but
toxic.
to go double back onto it, man, being selfish is necessary to strive in today's world. You have to have certain caliber to be selfish, but there's balance to it. Because when you're 100% selfish, you become toxic because you're not willing to wage. You're not willing to bargain.
Compromise.
You're not willing to compromise. And that's what makes you toxic. Because if you're not willing to compromise in a relationship, what's the point of being in a relationship, dude? You get what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. What makes a selfish person toxic is not when they're not willing to work with their partner. Because if it's going to be a one-sided coin, dog, you might as well be a man or be a woman and stay by yourself.
I'm gonna put it like this, fellas, or anybody. If you dating somebody and they follow Justin LeBoy, they're toxic.
Who the fuck is Justin the boy?
He be posting.
Get rid of him.
He be
Get rid of him.
Toxic.
Listen, I'm telling you, any girl, any female that come your way, any guy that come your way, ladies, man, just say, hey, look, follow me on Instagram. See who they follow. They follow Justin LeBoy, dead the relationship. Right there.
See, I can't even say that. I don't know who that is. I don't know nothing about that. What I do
I'm
know
sure you-
is if you want to talk about toxic relationships and don't want to walk away, is when you're basically, you can still always love a person, but when you start falling out of love with a person, that's when it becomes critical, because now you're at a point where you're lying to yourself to keep that person next to you. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us have a fear of being by ourselves.
Mhm.
We're not meant to be by ourselves realistically. You know,
That's
what
right.
keeps me grounded, and I'm not trying to sound heartless, man. I was born alone, I'll die alone. But the choice I make
Big
is
facts.
to be with somebody. You understand what I'm saying? And if I'm going to choose to be with somebody, that means as a man, I got to contribute and I got to put them in a better situation. I got to bring out the best in them. If you're not willing to bring out the best in somebody, then why even engage? Why even attempt to be with that person? You know, because that's really not even about being selfish. It's about contributing. This is a union. This is a union. This is who I decided to spend most of my time with. This is who I decided to allow in. Because at the end, you know, you have relationships with everybody and whatnot. But when you're in a relationship that's intimate with somebody and it starts to become toxic, it's like, yo, it starts to devalue itself. And it's down spiral from there, because what happens is, like I said, emotions come into play. You end up putting up with a lot of shit, and you end up being the one in turmoil because the other person's being selfish.
They're just
You know what
holding.
I'm saying?
I believe if they're holding the team back, they gotta go.
Facts. Now,
If they're a liability, they should have never been there.
now to
Should've
weigh
never
in
been
on
there.
that, and I
Man, that's
agree with
easier
you,
said than
but
done.
then
People
again,
is-
it comes back down to balance, because and here's the thing, not everybody's going to be up to par. You know what I'm saying? A car can go from point A to point B, right? Sometimes that car might need a jump in order to get that, get on
there.
its way. Yeah. And that's where it comes into balance. And you have to understand what is it that you're putting in. If what you're putting in, you're not getting out, then yes, I can see when it's time to walk away. But nobody's perfect. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us start a relationship from nothing. Just like to me, it's like you don't really know the person is comfortable with you until they're willing to take a shit in front of you. You know what I'm saying? How many times niggas been on a date with shorty, they won't fart. You know what I'm saying? Till they feel comfortable with that person. And the reason I say that is because once you get past that degree in the relationship, you start building and you continue building. Not everybody's gonna have the same strength as you. Not everybody's gonna have the same willpower as you. As long as you're willing to participate and you're willing to get up, it's like going to the gym, dog. If you're willing to wake up and take yourself there, I'll fucks with you all the way. I don't expect you to put on the weight that I put on. I don't expect you to be as disciplined, but if the effort's there, it's when the effort is not there and the excuses come and it becomes a selfish intent, then you're toxic and it's like, yo, I'm out, dog.
No, but I think let's take it a step further than that. I think that is a part of being toxic, but I think somebody who's toxic will still want to keep you there.
Shout out to Clive.
Knowing that that's just going on will still want to keep
What
you
up,
there.
Clive?
Shout out to Clive. It's easy to walk when you know you deserve better.
Facts. Well, now let
That's
me ask you this, Clive. Seeing that you said that, right? It's very easy to walk away. But a lot of people say that one of the problems that we have with toxic relationships is the emotions. It's easy for me to give Jose advice. It's easy for me to give you advice. You understand? Church, Brick, I could give you guys advice all day about your situation. But the truth of the matter is I'm not feeling what you're feeling.
Hey,
I'm not tied to that emotionally. And because I'm not tied to it emotionally, you got to take what I'm suggesting with a grain of salt. And that's the reason why so many people stay quiet about a toxic relationship, because we're easy to just cut off like,
Listen,
you got to walk away. But it's invested.
Marv hit it on the head. Some people need the toxicity though. They'll never admit it though. And that's
Facts.
true. That's true. Some people do strive off.
Yeah.
They need the soap opera.
You need the drama.
You need the drama to keep it interesting.
You don't know what you're made of until you're challenged, dog.
Anybody who believes that is toxic.
See, I'm not even gonna say that. Yo, I fuck with you, Anon, because the truth is,
facts.
You're right. You have to be challenged. Your back has to get against the wall. It's like, yo, you got three type of people. Right. You either got the dude who gonna go down swinging, the dude who's gonna stand still, or the motherfucker who gonna run away.
Okay, so when she cheating on your ass and saying, "Hey, I love you," it's still in the house.
But you know what?
Yeah.
Listen, see, you're speaking on that. Listen,
I'm gonna go out swinging.
Yo, real shit. I've been in a situation.
Her and him.
I'll be in a situation where, with my ex, she got with my boy. They had a baby together. I didn't take it personal. You know what I'm saying? That's called. But at the truth of the matter, if I was at a younger age, we going to war, we bumping heads.
That's not toxic.
You're free already.
Yeah.
See, it is toxic because at the end of the day, her not being truthful about it, me having to find out the hard way.
Were y'all dating or were y'all in a relationship?
It was a relationship.
So you were in a relationship. Yeah. Dating and relationship. We gotta separate.
It's a relationship. So
gotta put some lines there.
But to me, allow me to finish. When you have a situation like that, it comes into culture, and this is where
that's not toxic though.
It's toxic because of the damages that it leads.
Toxic is when you're in a relationship.
Yeah, but what are the long terms of being with someone who's toxic? Someone who did something like that. What ends up happening to dudes? They don't trust women. They don't want to fuck with women because they've been paranoid or they've been traumatized of what toxic behavior they had to deal with before. And that's what I'm talking about. But at the same time, it does grow character development. You know what I'm saying? I'm not proud of saying that, but that's just the reality of it. A lot of us, let me ask you something. Have you been in a toxic relationship?
Nope.
Have you been in a toxic relationship?
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so have I, right? So we've both been in a toxic relationship, but this is how crazy it is. Your output and outlook is different solely because based on the emotions that you went through within that relationship versus what I went through. So my mindset of how it works is always going to be different from yours. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying I'm correct. What I'm saying is a toxic relationship, yes, is needed to a certain degree because you can either try to fix it, you can try to rise above it.
No, that's wrong, man.
Wait. I'm
gonna call you out on that. That's wrong.
Wait.
Toxic is not needed anywhere.
Wait, thank you. So
toxic is not good.
Hold on. So Will needs that shit from Jaden.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
No,
I'm breaking.
That's what you just said.
What I'm saying, when a person might need that toxic, toxic
we
trait,
might get another.
It develops certain characteristics. Now, nobody. What I'm saying is nobody's 100% perfect, right? But this is where it comes into balance. When you're in a relationship that's toxic, if you're able to fix it, you fix it. But what y'all saying, it's toxic, walk away. You can't always just walk away right away.
You can. That's what you have to do.
Let me tell you something.
No, wait. Let me say this. If I'm gonna say this, right? If what you're saying is true, and we can get a Bad Boys 5, a good, decent one, then he need to stay with Jada.
I'm not talking. I don't count them.
I'm gonna tell you something. Friction in a relationship is normal.
Yes. of
Friction and toxic are two different lanes.
course. They are.
So what you're saying is you need toxic in a relationship for the relationship to last?
No, what I'm saying is
Friction is basically there's challenges.
yes.
But why move into the toxic lane if we could
I'm
just
not saying-
iron out
okay,
our issues?
Toxic is never ending. It's never ending.
I disagree because I'm going based on what.
No, toxic.
Okay,
is perpetual.
in the chat it says some people need toxicity. I can't even pronounce the word.
Some people need that toxicity though.
Some people do.
They'll never admit it's
No,
true.
people need-
Some people need that
but-
because that's all they know.
I'm not.
People
see,
need friction.
let me say this.
People need a
Let me
challenge.
say this. Yes. Now I'm not saying you automatically go for that. What I'm saying is, in a relationship, your partner could become sick. They could become toxic. But it comes to terms of discipline to try to boost that person up. Now, if you're not able to overcome that toxic trait, then yes, you walk away. But you just can't shine away from that. That's one of the problems we have in today's market when it comes to dating. We give up way too easy. I'm not saying, yo, you got to sacrifice anything. But if my partner's sick, and they're doing things that's toxic to the relationship, I got to try to jumpstart that car. I got to try to educate and I got to try to motivate that person.
I have to
That's
disagree.
the purpose that I'm in that relationship. I'm trying to
disagree.
build with that person.
It
I'm
should
not
never-
just gonna,
It should never get to toxic.
it should never get to toxic. It's certain levels of it. That's what I'm trying to say. When I say there's certain levels of
Explain
it.
that.
Now,
Elaborate.
If you're talking about a person, yo, I got a partner who don't want to do anything. They don't want to get out of bed. They're depressed. I got to sit with that person, try to work with them till I no longer can.
That's different.
And then there's toxic people who just constantly getting fucked up, running through your credit cards, doing that shit. That's not suitable. You shouldn't be dealing with that anyways.
That's toxic.
But what I'm saying is there's certain levels of toxic people, and you could honestly heal people. It's like, oh, you sick. Yo, he's fucked. He's gonna die anyway. No, you're gonna try to get help.
So let me ask you something. Is it better to fix someone that's damaged or just go look for someone that isn't?
Debatable. And the reason I say debatable now,
That's
if you
very
with that, if you with that person,
Talk to me. But you just said
I'm being
we
real.
need
If you let me
toxic.
finish,
Let me
if
say
you let me
something.
finish, what I'm saying is, Frederick Douglass said it best. It's easier to repair. It's easier to build stronger children than repair broken men.
Thank
that
you.
goes into what you're saying,
Thank you.
right? But when you have a union with
Thank you.
somebody and you got time put in, you just don't walk away from
But how
it.
much time is enough?
That's why I
Let
keep
me- no,
saying
let me-
it's
let me-
balance.
Let me
It's
take that.
balance.
Let me take that away. All right, I'm gonna say it. All right, I disagree with that.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because and that's the thing. That's the very shackle. That's the very shackle that keeps people stuck in toxicity, right? Oh, we've been together 20-something years.
Facts.
Or oh, we got a house together. We got kids together.
Mhm.
Let me tell you something. All right, put it like this, right? Toxic relationships statistically have also been known to kill people
Yeah.
mentally, right?
Mhm.
So now, if you're dealing with something that you have knowledge of, and you know it could possibly kill you, right? Let's say mental. This is you just mentally deteriorate
Mm-hmm.
from stress.
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna stay there? But you got the house, the kids, 20 years, the whole nine.
You want me to be honest? I want to keep it 100. Am I going to stay there? Only if I could salvage. And that's why I keep going back to what I say, balance.
Oh man.
It's about balancing. I, as a man, I'm not willing to give up on something I worked hard for and to build with somebody. Your partner over time will get sick. This is facts.
That's
Now,
fine.
what I'm saying is the only problem that I'm having with it and our culture and our generation, especially with social media, where it's very easy to walk away. I'm not talking about dating somebody for 2 weeks. Oh yeah, nigga, leave. There ain't nothing value on that. But when you got kids with somebody, when you got a wife, when you got a home, you got a union to save. If your partner's sick, you keep fighting till you can't no more.
Okay.
Only you know when it's too much. That's why you got to have self-love. Because when you're at a point where you're hurting yourself badly, then yes, you need to walk away because you're losing who you are. But before
I
it
agree
gets
with
to
you
that
100%.
point, but before it gets to that point,
I agree with you
You
100%.
fight.
I agree with you 100%. And I always tell anybody, I never coach anybody on relationships because like that's the number one way you go bite yourself in the ass. But I will say this: the only time you need to leave a relationship is when you don't have love for yourself.
Preach.
Because you know why? No. I'm gonna tell you why. Because
Big facts.
if you're not you can't give what you used to give to that relationship.
Yep.
You just dead weight at that point.
Okay.
You're just dragging a dead body with you.
You see what I'm saying? You are the dead body.
Yeah, and you're the one doing all the work.
You are.
Is
the
that
dead
fair
body.
to yourself?
No, it's not.
This is where being selfish is needed. You
I
gotta
agree-
know
I
when to
agree.
eject.
Yes, you have, and I said that though. Yes, you do need to know when to eject. You need to know when to call it quits. But it's all about balance.
I'm just
Once you
confused
get
though.
to-
I'm gonna ask you something. Why did you say that we need some level of toxic in a relationship?
Because at the end of the day,
I disagree with that 100%.
It also comes down to what you view as toxic. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, we ain't doing
No,
that.
no. Because we can sit here all night.
Yeah, we ain't doing
I
that.
understand that, but the reason I say
This nigga
that
like to
is
play with the pendulum.
what I'm saying is it depends what you call toxic. What's toxic to you may not be toxic to me. That's why I say it's very careful when you give input and advice to other people's relationship because you're not feeling what I'm feeling. I'm not feeling what you're feeling.
That's
I'm going
true.
based on what is toxic to me and what I'm willing to deal with. I also come from a culture where there's a lot of other brothers like me. Unfortunately, because of an upbringing of harsh realities, when you find somebody, it's very easy to find somebody that you love more than you love yourself. And that is number one. That's like a bad way to go about shit. But so many people find themselves in that situation. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And because they find themselves in that situation, loving somebody than you love yourself, you are passive on a lot
But
of
that
things.
right there,
All right,
but
but
that's
that
why-
right there, let
that's
me
why
let me
self-love is
interject.
important. And
That's backwards though. You're supposed to. I was telling my homegirl this the other day. We have two levels of conflict in life: internal
demon.
and external. If you don't fix the inside, how do you expect the external to be good? You can't sit there and say, I'm gonna love this person before I love myself. That's not the way
You're
you
right.
need to go about it.
But this is reality, dog. There's a lot of.
But I want to say this though.
Yes, sir.
The thing is this, right? This is why a lot of people should get to know themselves a lot more before they commit to a relationship. Like you can't like, okay, for example, right? Let's take Will and Jada, for example, right? As we're getting all the stuff that we're talking about, all these new things that are coming out. Oh, yeah, Jada's saying, yeah, I didn't want to get married. Or this, well, motherfucker, you about 20 years in, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you about 20 years in. You might just stay there.
Yeah, stick it
You know
out.
what I'm saying? Well, I won't say stick it out because that's not right either.
The kids
You know,
are because kids are grown already.
Yeah, that's not right either. But, you know, like, dude, like, cut your losses, man. That's toxic. If you knew you didn't want to be in that, and you were forcing that, and you got this person out here, like, going above and beyond just to get your acceptance, and you know you ain't going to give it to them, so what the fuck you doing?
That's true.
He
true.
may not want to go what she should, but let that nigga go.
And not making excuses, I don't disagree with that. However, when I analyze a situation like Will and Jada, right, I think the biggest issue that I see beforehand is lack of accountability because they let way too many people in on their relationship. You know? But realistically, it's like, okay, when I say let too many people, a lot of people, if you watch from what comes out their mouth, the reason for the marriage was instigated by Jada's mother. You know, a lot of times, even us now in relationship, we put up with a lot of shit because the family's involved. And that is critical in itself because if you have a toxic family,
You're used to that. You're used to that.
Is going to be toxic.
All right. Logic, final thoughts.
Final thoughts on it, man. When is it the right time to walk away? Is when you question existence of the relationship. That's when it's time.
Church, final thoughts.
Man, you gotta love yourself. That's really what it comes down to. You gotta
Said it already.
Did it already.
All right, guys, keep it moving.
Yeah.
Next topic. Tennessee, guys. In Tennessee, they're proposing a bill to eliminate age requirements on marriage.
Oh, hell no.
So you could basically get married at any as soon as you're 12,
Yeah,
13, 14,
Let me take
15.
Let me take the wheel. Take away from this. All right, number one, I called this 3 years ago, man. I actually called this 3 years ago. If they pass this law, I promise you, pedophilia is gonna be a sexual preference. Trust me when I tell you.
Trying to do that shit now.
Nigga, y'all niggas know this. Y'all know this. I talked about this 3 years ago, right?
Foul.
And I told you exactly that this was gonna happen, right? For America, for y'all that out here, they might snipe me. If they snipe me, you know what this is for, right? But I want to say this, right? if we allow something like this to happen in our country, and where's innocence? Like, there's no more child innocence, right?
Mhm.
Look at everything that's on TV. Again, I don't really care what your preference is, if you like man or woman or whatever, but sometimes you gotta let kids be kids, man. Let kids be kids. Because what is marriage anyway?
A union.
It's a union? Why? Where it say that in the Bible?
If you're religious.
Adam and Eve wasn't even married.
Okay, if you want to go by biblical terms.
Yeah, but I'm saying Adam and Eve weren't married. They were just created. You know what I'm saying? They were created,
but Eve was Adam's partner pulled from his rib. That was his partner. That was
I know, but there was no marriage.
Yeah, because they were the only two people on earth. But to side away from that, continue.
What I'm saying is, look, if marriage really, like marriage for real, and I'm not talking about from the spiritual sense, I'm talking about from the American sense, is really just tax. It's just paperwork.
It's benefits. It's tax benefits, perks.
Okay. So I say this, like,
that's what it is.
Kids. All right, imagine, even if, let's say, take a girl, anywhere from the age of 13 to 17. Think of what we were doing at 13 to 17, bro. There is no like 13 to 17. What we were doing?
Let's not think about that.
Okay, but I'm just saying.
Let's talk about rural America. You talking about Idaho? What were kids doing at 13? We were doing at 13. Big booty girls.
City boys was already
for real. Popping.
But look what I'm saying.
City boys.
If you take a girl that's 13, 14, 15, 16, right? And she getting drilled by some old guy. She getting drilled by some old guy.
Hey,
and gets pregnant before she even turned 20, and she ain't even experienced her whole childhood yet. Yet she's in a full-on marriage.
Okay.
Because that old man like what he see.
And with the facts, divorce rates are about to skyrocket.
True. But to piggyback off what you're saying, right? So when you talk about they want to make it legal for young people to get married and whatnot, here's my critical issue on it. And me growing up in a house full of women, right? 9 out of 10 times, even one of the biggest arguments we're having with today's world is submissive problems with the partner, being the women not being submissive enough, trying to go against the man being competitive, right?
Okay.
Letting kids be kids, I'm 100% with that. Now, the reason why I'm against this whole bill of lowering the age of allowing young women, they're not mature yet. They're forced. Women naturally are forced to grow up quicker than men. You know what I'm saying? Because the terms of condition in life are different. Especially in Haitian culture, Nigerian culture, the boys were allowed out. The women were required to stay home. You get what I'm saying?
Why did they do that?
Why did they do that? Because the way the world is. The way the world is. It's dangerous for women out here. But even when women becoming kids, women that are, when they were kids, they weren't basically introduced to life the same. Life is harder for a woman growing up than it is a male. You know what I'm saying? And because when you're a kid as a girl, you're naturally protected. Everyone has you like in this bubble because
that's not harder.
It's harder because guess what? That's not harder. That whole transition when a girl is now becoming a young lady, the naiveness, not knowing how the world works, they're basically they're sheltered. Yeah, they're sheltered. So that makes them more vulnerable. So to me, number one, when it comes to this bill, to stay on topic, that shit is pedophilia. And the fact that we have people in government trying to make this shit happen, them niggas need to be thrown up and thrown in jail because that's criminal. That's rape, my G.
Let's think about it this way. There are some places in the U.S. where ladies want to get married early. Their dream is just to be a mother.
Yeah, and there's fucking
so
kids
what's the problem with that?
They're a fucking girl at the age of 9.
Right, but here's the thing, though. That's where we gotta have that's where the balance is.
Okay.
Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you something. I have a daughter. To my future daughter, it's gonna be the letter to you. If you want to get married,
Tupac.
If you want to get married at 13, that's
Tupac
cool.
back.
You want to get married at 13, that's cool because I'm gonna beat your ass.
Not on my watch. Okay. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say I agree with him. Not on my watch.
Wait. Look, if you want to get married at 13, that's fine. I'm gonna beat your ass.
Talk to him.
Now, the thing is, now, even for a son, right? even for a son. And again, you know how it is. Boys gonna be boys. You know.
I hate that saying.
I
bro.
get.
I
Look,
fucking hate
look,
that
look,
saying.
look,
Boys
look,
gonna be
look,
boys.
look,
Talk
look,
to
boys
him.
gonna be boys. We know already, but even for a boy, I still, if it was vice versa, I still wouldn't agree with it. Only because, like I feel like a man needs to, like a man, you know, physically, whatever, they still need to go through stuff too. You know what I'm saying? Because women do mature faster than us. Let's keep
They're
it above.
forced to mature.
No, they're not.
faster.
No,
They're
they
not
naturally,
forced to
they
mature.
naturally,
They naturally.
Because remember,
Okay.
them being nurturers, they have an understanding of their bodies faster than we do.
Facts.
Okay, so
But when I
So
say
They're naturally like that.
but I
yeah.
say they're
Remember
forced,
back in the day in high school, the high school girls were dating who?
the
college-
older cats, yeah. But what I'm saying is
They've
they're
been doing
forced to that because it's not like that amongst
They're
other
not
parts
forced.
of the world.
Man.
We're talking like I'm talking
In the
sense-
Western world,
in the
nobody's
Western
forced
world-
to do anything.
true.
Who's forced to do anything here in the U.S.?
Allow me to break that down, right? When I say they're forced,
When they say the marriage law, they're just saying, "Hey, look, you can go out and get married if you
You can
want
do
to.
it.
You're not
okay.
forced. Nobody in the United States is forced. Overseas, they're forced to get
You're
married.
You're talking about marriage. When I say they're forced to grow up in the sense of it's the terms of condition. And I seen it, dude. When you have women, it's like, yo, they get ridiculed a lot quicker than male for doing the same shit. Why is that? The punchlines are harder for women than it is men growing up. This
It's
is
a double
fact.
standard.
It's a double standard, but it's a fact, is it not?
It's
You know what
fact.
I'm saying?
I don't know about that.
So what I'm saying is, yo, when it
Give
comes
us an
to
example.
So-
Elaborate.
allow me to elaborate. Thank you for allowing me to break that down, right? So say that a woman, if a nigga goes to a party, he hooks up with a chick, makes out, yo, they be like, yo, no, you got that, yo,
Mhm,
this
mhm,
shit, you know
mhm.
what I'm saying? It's
Mhm.
on point. Yo, a girl do that shit, it's like, ew, why you fucking with that nigga? Do you not have self-value? Do you not have self-worth? So
true.
because of that, yo,
That's
there's
Yeah,
a
but
there's
there
a
are reasons.
mental
There
there's
are
a men-
reasons for that.
there are reasons for that, but those terms of condition honestly alter the reality for women versus male.
So let me
That's
ask
what
you.
I'm saying.
Let me ask you a question. I'm glad you brought that up because I so wanted to talk about this on another. We're gonna do this another time, another episode, but I do want to talk about that because there's a lot of. If you guys notice on social media, right? Isn't it like everything about like guys versus girls? Isn't it?
It's a war. It's a war zone out there right now.
It's like, no. I mean like for real. Like let's call
I
it what
think
it
it's
is.
an epic misunderstanding, bro.
Fuck
I
no,
think there's
ain't
a
no
lack of
misunderstanding.
respect.
No,
It is.
no.
It's a war zone. It's a war
listen,
zone right now.
look, I'm gonna keep it. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you some logic. Okay, listen.
Amen.
I'm gonna tell you something. I don't be on the fence about shit in my life. I don't be on the fence to nothing. When you do that, you open the door. You
When
open
you
the
say on the
door.
fence about shit, what do you break that down?
You say, "Hey, look. I think this could be this. It could be this. No, nigga, it either is or it's not."
It's black or white.
You know what I'm saying?
He's not in
There's
the
no
gray
gray-
matter.
there's
He's
no
not in the
gray
gray
area.
matter.
So what I'm saying is this: just for example, you go on social media. I've been seeing this for like at least a year now, right?
Mhm.
You'll see like, again, I'm all for women empowerment, but you see girls are like, yo,
I'm sorry to cut you
man.
off. Yo,
Ain't no.
hey, no. Someone needs to pass a bill to have renewal options for
Hey, that's
marriages,
true.
5 or 10 year
Hey,
terms. God
yeah,
damn.
right.
Hey,
To speak-
listen.
wait.
Tie
To
it to the
piggy-
mortgage, dog.
to
Tie it
piggyback-
to the mortgage.
To piggyback off that statement, I'm gonna give it right back.
You
to
want to
church.
refinance
But we need
the
to-
house?
we need to
Refinance the marriage.
Exactly. We need to do marriage like NBA contracts. You know what? You're not gonna get a max deal anymore. You got that ACL injury.
You know what, man?
hey, yo,
Hey, you know what?
You ain't
Yo,
been doing
you
that
ain't been
special
performing-
treatment in the
listen,
last
listen.
year.
I've been in a bed with you, and you ain't performing like you used
For
to.
Yeah, you know.
So
You don't even
I'm-
get in the squat position anymore.
I know,
yo.
right? Like we're just gonna have to like,
Yeah,
you know, we have to resign that.
That's
contract.
Yo, hey, nah, man.
Hey,
Good,
that's
good
facts.
call, yo. Good call, dog.
That's
Yeah,
facts.
we're gonna have to trade you. That's what
That's
we're gonna do.
facts.
I'm sorry to cut you off. Continue.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, hold up a second, real quick. What I'm saying is, that like if you look online today, like everything comes with this double standard, right? Okay, so look, you got women's empowerment, right? But at the same time, you got women's empowerment, but in the exchange of that, you got them bashing men at
That's
the
true.
same time. Like, yo, you could be empowered without bashing nobody. Just like with men. So because here's what happened. Then you got men that are like city boys, you know what I'm saying? City boys, because they afraid to get hurt.
See,
No.
But that's a boy trait, my nigga.
No. I'm saying no. Today, that wasn't in our time, nigga. Yo, you. Hey, listen. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Look, when I was in high school, my relationships, most of them didn't last more than 2 weeks.
City boy.
Yo,
but you know what? I wasn't like, oh, I can't tell you like, oh man, yeah, I felt bad or whatever. I was like, damn, I felt bad for a little bit, and I was like, okay, well, you know, I gotta go get back on the horse again. Gotta try something, right?
See, this is why I was happy. I was scared of pussy in high school because if I would have indulged like some of my homies,
two-way contracts,
I would have been screwed. But the truth is, dog, like when it comes to women empowerment, I'm all for that. My issue with it, if you're gonna do women empowerment, understand that you're a woman. You can't, just like I had a talk with my shorty the other day, there's really no such thing as 50-50 in a relationship.
Absolutely not.
That's bullshit.
Absolutely not.
The reason why I say that's bullshit, dog,
you gotta play your role.
You gotta play your role. Like, as a man, me personally, I'm the first one up. I'm the last one to go to sleep. My job, and I tell my chick this all the time, dog, as a man, my job is to make my shorty stronger than me. Why? Because she's going to be the one raising my kids. I cannot have somebody who's weaker than me raising my children, because the best shot my children have to make it in the world is to be raised by someone who's stronger than me. And that's why I push to make my chick strive, to motivate her, to be a better person than I am, to be a better person than she was the other day before. A lot of niggas don't want that because I guess the fear of being left or whatnot. But that is the role of a man in a relationship, is to build up your partner.
Bet.
You have kids, I want my kids to be better than me. My brother got 5 kids. He want all his children to be better than him. He strives for that. Why? Because we know how the world works, dog. You know what I'm saying? And it's not, and the thing is, you have a whole bunch of men right now, and I call them fake ass busters, because straight up, you gonna talk about, I'm a man, I'm a king. You still live with your mother. You don't contribute shit. Men, just like we talk about shorties who are delusional, straight up, we talk about shorties who are delusional. There's a whole bunch of men who are delusional.
All right, to rein you in, G. To rein you in. Last few, topics. But pedophilia, guys. Are you letting your daughter get married at 15? No, if she comes to you, says, I'm getting married to this guy, are you letting? It's legal.
No. But I'm saying this. I'm saying this. Listen. Everybody who's listening out here, listen to me close, and I really want y'all to really see what I'm saying.
Would you get with a woman who is more successful?
Hell yeah.
As long as
why not?
Sorry to cut you off.
I ain't got no problem with that.
Why
shit.
not?
I need a sugar mama.
Hey,
okay, fuck that. I don't want a sugar mama. If I get if I'm gonna get with a shorty who's more successful for me, more than me, the only thing I hope to God she's willing to teach me the blueprint.
Yeah,
help me become a better
team
person.
Mentality.
That's why that
team
niggas
mentality.
get intimidated by successful females.
No. Let me piggyback off that.
Okay.
Let me piggyback. But you could be more successful, but I'm the man. You can't be out here trying to regulate.
Like in the long run.
Like in the long run. Long way, short way, yes.
So are you basically saying, when you outside, you can be strong woman, whatever. When you get inside, no,
listen. You're
the
CEO of your company.
I know.
But when we come here, I'm the CEO.
So just to tag Sarah in, she says a lot of men can't handle that in the long run. And you know what? You know what? I have to agree with her. I have to agree with her. And the reason why I feel like a lot of men can't handle that in the long run, because naturally men like to take control of that helm. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I'm gonna get with a woman who's more successful than me, that's cool. But she still gotta let me be a man. If you're not willing to let me still be a man, then it's not gonna work. But a lot of dudes don't understand. And I'm speaking on the real. A lot of dudes don't understand that because they think, my shorty's successful, I'm successful. No, your shorty's successful. She's supposed to basically teach you how to catch up.
You riding her coattails,
man. That's the thing. When it comes to success in a relationship, one of the biggest issues we have with men versus women is it becomes, instead of a partnership, it becomes a competition. And when it's a competition, it becomes.
We need. Okay, problematic. Last. Are you letting your daughter? Yes or no?
Can I wrap my shit up?
Are you letting your daughter get married?
Let me wrap my shit up, man. Okay. This is the message for the world, for all y'all to hear. Listen to me. All right. The elections are coming up, y'all. I'm not gonna tell y'all to vote or not to vote, but I will say this. If if we allow this bill to pass and go to state, I promise you, in the years to come, this world's gonna be fucked. Y'all kids gonna be fucked because you know why? At the end of the day, you're gonna have kids having responsibilities when they should be kids, and that's also gonna alleviate a lot of the laws. The jails ain't gonna be filled with pedophiles no more. I promise you that.
It's gonna be filled with motherfuckers like me killing them niggas going there.
I promise you that.
You feel me?
I promise you that. So
okay.
That's my take on that.
Logic, are you letting your daughter get married at 15?
At 15? Listen, I don't have kids. Yeah. Naturally, I'm gonna say no.
Yeah.
But if I don't know till I'm in there because I do believe.
Define let me man.
Hey, hold up. Castillo brought up something. Define let me be a man. I'm the man of the house.
Okay. When I say,
we can do the Q&A. Listen,
okay.
No. We gotta address that.
We're
gonna get to that.
Let's address that.
No. We're gonna get to that. Let's address the Q&A right after you.
No, but let's address it right now. Let's address it right now.
Let me just say this, Sarah, straight up. When I say I'm the man of the house, let me be the man in the relationship. Allow me to continue being the responsible.
Put my nuts on the table.
You know what I'm saying? It's not even put your nuts on the table. If I'm the man of the house, allow me to do my job that life has deemed me to do. Meaning, don't be competitive with me. You as a woman, I'm not going to tell you what you should do as a woman. I ain't going to tell you what a real woman is. Just like because you're more successful doesn't mean you could tell me what a real man is. That only comes from another man's mouth. I can never tell a woman what a real woman is. I'm not a woman. You know what I'm saying? So to be more successful, we just gotta have joint accounts. You gotta have several accounts.
No, that's a whole different
topic.
That's a whole different topic, man.
To piggyback what Motiver said, would I let my daughter, if I had one, get married at the age of 15?
We need a whole hour.
Naturally, I'm gonna say no. I gotta say no.
Unanimous
but I don't
decision.
know because I'm not.
It's a no. It's a no. It's a no. Next topic, guys. Where the fuck is COVID? Ooh, the media just shut COVID down real quick.
Hey.
COVID's still here for y'all stupid motherfuckers.
Where you see it?
COVID's still here.
Why are the numbers not on TV like they used to be?
Because Ukraine's on TV.
Exactly.
But it doesn't take away that COVID's not here.
It's still here.
It's still here.
People out here not wearing masks.
It's just it's like anything, dog.
Are you vaccinated, by the way, guys?
No, I'm not. So I'm not.
COVID's still around, right?
COVID's still around. You want to know why I'm not vaccinated?
Why?
Because it's my choice. Me personally, it's my choice. I'm not against niggas getting vaccinated. I'm not against the vaccine itself. What I am against is the mandatory mandate.
Ooh.
My body, my rules. And this is where I break it down for all, like, you know how Republicans will be like, oh, she can't get an abortion, because it's a sin. They be the same one saying my body, my choice. So to me, it's like, if you don't want to get vaccinated, that's cool. Just be willing to deal with the terms and conditions if you get sick. For a lot of people, they don't like that shit.
Sarah bringing up inflation's on TV, economy's on TV. These are facts. So guys,
everything.
Do you guys notice that used cars are more expensive?
Bro, I bought my car for 17 grand almost 5 years ago.
It went up in value.
My car is still worth 17 grand, dog. I bought my car with, bro, it's crazy. And that's the thing, bro. When you talk about where's COVID, dog, it's still around. It's just people have now progressively moved on to things that they deem more important.
Like what?
Like life right now. The market's fucked up. Jobs is fucked up. Cost of living's fucked up. Nobody cares about the whole vaccine mandate because it's not serving no purpose. We're hurting out here. So yes, to a smart individual, do I know COVID's still out here? Yeah. Am I going to take the precautions? Yes, because I'm not vaccinated. You get what I'm saying? But realistically, we all knew this was going to happen. From the moment that Ukraine was going through that ordeal with Russia, we knew that COVID was going to fade to the background, just like everything else. If you notice, Doug, in every situation, with every presidential, where's ISIS right now? Where's Al-Qaeda? Everything that was deemed threatening to our lives has slowly faded to the background and gets replaced by something else that's a bigger distraction.
That's because it was made.
Exactly.
I'm going to tell you something right now. Look, I'm going to say this. COVID don't exist.
Bullshit.
No. Hold on.
Bullshit.
Let me tell you something.
Talk to him.
Let me tell you something. I want you to listen to what I'm telling you, though, right?
Said it already.
To make something real, I got to make some shit real. Let me say it again. To make something real, I gotta make shit real.
Let me ask you this.
That's facts.
You saying
That
COVID's
whole
not real, right?
That whole shutdown shook
COVID's
everybody.
not real? Did you get vaccinated, nigga?
I did.
So how the fuck would you get vaccinated if it's not real?
Because where I had to travel to, they wouldn't allow me to.
But it's not real.
Because I had to travel.
Oh.
But it's not real.
Because I had to travel. They wouldn't let me in. I'm trying to fly.
But if you firmly believe
I'm trying to get
I'm
food
not
out.
doing it for. I'm not
Okay,
doing
but
it.
what
I'm trying to get food out.
It's hypocritical for you to say yo COVID's
No,
not
it's
real,
not
and you
hypocritical.
gotta. I'm saying it's kind of hypocritical because you got vaccinated, but you're here saying COVID's
Yeah, because
not
you
real.
can't
But
travel.
I
But
mean,
you can't
told you
travel.
why.
You
But
can't
to say
travel
COVID's
without
not
it.
real, yo, let me tell you something. I had the same mentality till my mother got hospitalized, till my brother got sick, till I lost certain family members, till I lost certain friends. I thought the shit wasn't real. It's real, my nigga. To think that it's not real, tell you what.
I belong to
It
the
was-
streets
it
and I
was-
never caught it.
Yo, real
That's what I'm
shit.
saying.
When I walked up in that hospital, dog, you know what hit me real? When my mom was diagnosed with COVID and the lady put her hand on my chest, yo, your mom has to go in by herself. That's when it got real for me.
Okay.
Because I was like, damn. Whole time, like, yo, this ain't me real. This ain't not. Nah, nigga, it's real as fuck. Unfortunately, to the hype of extension where it's at, that's not real.
All right,
The
so let me ask
propaganda behind it is not real. But the sickness
The
itself,
propaganda
COVID
is
being
not?
out here, yeah, it's real, my nigga.
Okay. All right. So let me put it to you like this. I had an uncle, a young uncle, probably about your age, right? I had a young uncle who died.
Okay.
He just fell on the ground and just started bleeding out of his mouth. You know what they said? They said that shit was COVID.
Hey,
They said that shit is
facts.
They said that shit is COVID, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let me tell you something, right? Let me tell you something right now, right? I worked in the hospital. The little masks that y'all niggas be wearing and shit,
Mm-hmm.
the standard masks,
It's
they
good for
expire
45
after
minutes.
45 minutes. They tested us on it. There's 3 masks they used to test us on. Right?
M95.
No. 45 minutes for a certain type of exposure is done. Hazmat mask, maybe they say 3 days. No, motherfucker. After the day is done. When I used to work in the hospital, they make you change that shit. Every
Okay.
45 minutes until you go change it. Okay? Number two, if I want to make the world believe it, there's going to be casualties. You understand that, right?
Yeah.
Something that I want you to look at like this. Something that's so vital, we just turned it off for a fucking war?
No.
No. Look. It's real though, right? It's
Mhm.
real.
It is real.
It's real though.
Yeah.
It's real that a fucking war that 85% of the world isn't even involved in
Two countries.
is now masking what was killing the entire world, so to speak.
But
Right?
you're saying so. You're
No,
saying
answer my question
Listen,
though.
church. Listen,
what question
church,
did you just
My
ask? me?
question is,
Church got valid point. He's saying, listen, overnight. You're saying it's killing people. It's still killing people. How
Yeah.
come overnight, like a light switch, it went from COVID to Ukraine?
I'm gonna tell you something, right?
That doesn't. This is what you're basically taking it out of context.
Nah, it ain't.
COVID is real. It's just the news. What they choose to put out. That's what they choose to put out.
So why they
But
stop
through
the
our
mandates?
own experience, dog. Through my own experience, I could tell you COVID is real. You can't. That's a fact, dude. That's not an opinion. That's a fact.
All right.
Niggas have died because of COVID.
How do we know it's COVID?
How do we know it's
You ever
COVID?
watch 12 Monkeys?
Oh my God, bro. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but it's hypocritical to say that COVID is not real and you
All right.
want along with a fucking vaccine. So what? The
No.
vaccine they gave you ain't real?
This is
that what you're
this
saying?
man- this man-
I don't
you-
know.
you-
You don't know.
You don't.
I don't know what they injected
I
in-
do know.
I don't know what they
No,
gave
no,
you
no,
two
wait,
times
wait,
a
let me
month.
finish because I let you have the mic.
Wait.
You said
You asked me. I just want to say this. I'm sorry. I just want to ask one thing. You said I got the vaccine
Mhm.
because of what?
COVID
No, I got it so I could travel.
because
Because they wasn't gonna let me in.
Okay, exactly.
Hey,
But what was the main factor why you had to get the vaccine? Because of evidence of COVID.
No, he got it
nigga,
to travel.
That's the
You got
rule.
it, okay?
No.
But the reason why the mandate, the reason for the vaccine to even exist
What did Gore?
was because COVID was around, not just because you had to
You're
travel.
right. You're right.
Me-
You're
That's
right.
the only
But
way.
you can't deny
But
that,
listen,
bro.
Let me
Come
touch
man.
on it. Let me touch
You
on it.
can't deny that.
The only reason you get the vaccine is to travel because you can't go anywhere.
Yeah, you not letting me go.
That's your reason
No,
to getting it.
Okay, but that's the reason.
That's
not because
the
of
reason.
COVID.
The motivation is to travel. It's not to
Listen,
protect
okay,
myself
okay,
and those
look,
around
but
me.
what you're
Okay,
saying-
I'm not saying that's why you got it. You got it to travel. But the whole existence of the vaccine was to control the spread of COVID, not just to travel.
How do we know the efficacy of that?
The controllers.
Let me ask you something.
The controller.
How do you
Okay,
know
Did it work?
How
Did
do
it
you
work
know?
though?
Did it work? Evidently, it worked.
Let me
Evidently,
get
and meaning that's
I'm
not
outta
my
here.
opinion. That's a fact. You
I'm
can be
outta
out of here. But yo,
I'm outta here.
it's hypocritical to say that
I'm outta here.
COVID's not real. Yo, it's real. Now you just used your uncle as an example, saying, "Yo, my
Yes.
uncle died bleeding out of his mouth. Rest in peace. No disrespect to
Right.
his death." However, you know how many other cases that people have died? There's a lot of people with health underlying issues that died for something else, but they
and they
wrote it as
lumped it.
COVID.
They lumped
They
it into
knew-
COVID.
They love
But
it. I'm
yo,
gonna tell you.
my
But
mother.
that's
yo,
what
let
we're
me
trying
tell
to
you
say.
something.
How accurate are the numbers?
Exactly.
That the number. Listen.
How do you know what they injected in our arms? You don't.
You don't. However,
You don't.
okay, let me ask you this, right? That's like saying STDs ain't real.
No, they're
That's
real.
like saying STDs ain't
They're
real.
real.
They're real. How do you know?
I've heard stories.
Have you ever caught an STD?
Luckily,
Have you ever caught an STD? Have you
Teflon
ever caught
Don.
an STD?
Teflon
I
Don.
haven't caught an STD.
Okay, but hey, yo, my nigga, how do you know
Teflon
STD
Don.
is real?
But look-
You never caught it.
See, look, let me tell you. Can I say something? Because what you're saying don't make no sense. I'm gonna tell you why. Because here's
Ask
the thing.
everyone in group chat.
No, I'm gonna tell you why. Because let me tell you something. With an STD, even till if you go to school today, I'm talking about even before we were born, you still teach you about it.
VD was around before, way
Yeah,
before we
they
were
still
born.
teach you.
Syphilis
Still,
was around
wait,
too.
no. You
VD.
still take. No. You gonna get this work, nigga. You gonna get this work. Okay. Look, you still have to. There's still sex education to this day.
There's always
Wait.
gonna be.
No, let me finish. You gonna get this work, nigga.
Oh
my right. There's still sex education that still talks about that. There's still tablets, there's still post lines that still talk about it. It didn't just vanish. Now, was it an epidemic like COVID was? No, because there was a focal point. Because guess what? To make motherfuckers scared.
He's right. I'm with him.
I'll give you a
100. I'm with him.
I'll give you a
100.
perfect example. Let me give you a perfect example.
Mhm.
My pops.
Mhm.
My pops been a fearless nigga my entire life. I never seen that nigga more scared of anything than COVID. This man survived countless shit. But this man was scared of COVID. But you know why? You know why he was scared? Because when my dad comes home from work and he watches TV, both TVs in the living room and the bedroom got the news. And guess what's in front of the fucking news? A counter of the deaths. You tell me, listen, if I tell you every day of your life, you're going to die. I guarantee you the way you live life is going to be a lot different.
That's based on the individual.
No, it's not based on an individual. It's based on what you know. If I force feed, that's why the media is so powerful. Okay,
That's true.
But we're not talking about
but listen,
the
but
media,
this is
though.
what I'm
Let him
trying
finish,
to.
let him finish, let him
this
finish.
I'm gonna go and I'm gonna let you rap. All right, you gonna get this work. Okay.
Mhm.
When something that's so vital, that was killing people in every continent,
Mhm.
just about,
Mhm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Why would it miraculously stop being talked about for a war
Yep.
between two countries?
Remember one thing with the media.
Between
Out of sight,
Hold on, wait.
out of sight.
Wait. I want him to answer this. I want
Out
you
of
to answer
mind.
my question. I want you to answer my question.
And I'm going to rebuttal, and I'm going to shut you down.
No, I need you to answer my question first.
Okay, go ahead. Ask your
I
question.
already asked you.
Why did it just disappear? The same reason why one topic's hot and the other one is not. But to say, yo, listen to what you just said. You literally just said that masks expire in 45 days, right? Masks serve no purpose. That's what you said, right?
45 minutes.
45 minutes, right? They serves no purpose, right?
Set it over.
My
said-
nigga,
I
if
said-
that's the case, have
I
you
said-
ever been in the cancer ward? You have to wear a mask, but masks don't work for cancer patients too. That's a lie
No,
too,
because
right?
they don't have an immune system.
So hold on,
my friend.
wait. You're saying the masks don't work, but in a cancer ward or in a section of the hospital where there's high infectious rate, people wearing those masks are fucking stupid because it doesn't work, right?
you're comparing apples to oranges.
Now I'm not comparing apples to orange because it's the same process.
No.
Bro.
It's not the same.
Listen. Let me finish. Y'all had the mic. You said I could rebuttal, right? You said I'm gonna get this.
What are you
work.
rebuttaling though?
I'm rebuttaling the fact that you're incorrect about COVID being real. When
No. Let me touch on it.
Let me finish.
Let me touch on it. No, real quick. You're saying that what Church is saying, the mask. If I wear a mask now, that little flimsy mask won't save you.
It's not there to say. It's to give you a fighting chance.
But listen, you just said in a cancer ward where people's immune systems are compromised, when they have zero immune system, it works in that environment. But if I take my mask to eat in front of you, next to you, what's to say you don't catch it right then and there?
It's not, y'all, a mask is not going to save you 100%. Just like you can put a fucking condom on your dick, it's not going to fucking stop you from catching HPV. It's about having a fighting chance. Y'all too educated to have this mindset, though.
But it's 98.
Let's be real.
It's like 98%.
It's still a fighting chance.
It's 98%.
But let me ask you this. If you really, are you willing to sign a waiver right now and basically denounce that you receive any medical treatment result in COVID? Would you sign that? Would you honestly
repeat that?
Would you sign a waiver saying you refuse all medical assistance to anything relating with COVID? Would you sign that because you feel COVID is not real? You won't.
No,
you won't.
Sure.
I think. Look, it's real.
So COVID
is real. It's not as bad as the media has made it to be.
You motherfuckers were just saying that COVID's not real. You can't bag nigga on that, my nigga. You just said COVID's not real.
Yes.
You said COVID's not real. So you're telling me
we didn't say it's not real.
He said it's not real. You're telling me, man to man, that you would refuse all medical assistance if you were to catch COVID because you feel it's not real.
Are my symptoms?
No. I'll ask it again. You're telling me because you believe COVID is not real, that if you were to catch it because you think it's not real, you wouldn't receive no medical treatment for it because it's not real, right?
I'm gonna tell you.
Answer my question.
I'm gonna answer your question because you like to rebuttal. So let me tell you.
No, just say yes or no.
Absolutely.
And
then
let
me finish. Hold up. No, can I finish? Damn. Can I live?
All right, guys.
No, wait.
Get this in. We got a couple more.
Wait.
Things.
Shut the fuck up. All right. Yes, I would refuse it. But again, I would refuse it. Now it depends. What are my symptoms? Because if you're throwing a bunch of shit in a pot, to say, yo, that this is COVID, then I lose either way.
Boy, you lost.
I'm lost?
Yeah.
No, you're lost. Because you believe in everything everything that's spoon fed to you. I'm sorry if I don't think like that. Listen, I still ask why. Okay?
There's no problem with asking why.
No. I ask why. No, y'all niggas don't ask why. You don't ask why.
Who's the
somebody tells you?
Why?
Listen,
y'all niggas is a lot of people.
No. Somebody tells you.
Thank you. Say that again. Say that
y'all
again.
Y'all niggas is a lot of people.
I ask why.
All I'm saying, listen.
No. Oh, wait. You let me talk now, okay? Y'all niggas don't. I'm telling you this because listen.
Y'all niggas, man.
Listen. You listen. I'm telling you this because
y'all niggas.
I worked in a medical facility.
Yeah.
Okay. I worked in a medical facility.
What does
I was trained on how these masks are made and how they're used.
Okay.
You using it as a layman.
My nigga.
Wait. You using it. Wait.
Mm-hmm.
You using it as a layman. Mm-hmm. What I said was this. I didn't say nothing about 45 days. So if you don't say something about me, get it correct. 45 minutes. Those regular masks that you buy, they expired. Number one, because of the moisture that comes from your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
The moisture that comes from your mouth actually depletes its protection. Not to mention the outside that's touching it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's why when it comes to hazmat masks, they're made differently. Okay? Now, you wear a mask.
Mm-hmm.
You wear a mask when you go out in front of bunches of people, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
But you can still die.
Facts.
Right? So what the fuck are you taking a risk? Stay at home.
But okay.
No, don't live. No, don't live.
See,
stay your ass at home.
That right there, that's where
stay
you're
your ass
wrong.
at home.
That's your
No, we need to be protected. We somebody got COVID.
No, but you got vaccinated for something that's not real.
No.
I
got time out.
Wait.
He said his piece. Now let me say
you said you work. No. You gonna say it? If you gonna say wait, no. You gonna
someone
say
has to finish completely.
I'm gonna finish.
Church, finish completely.
But if you're gonna say, I'm gonna let you say. Look, you said I got the vaccination for what? Because what you're saying just doesn't make sense. You keep saying it.
Because
What-
it's evident.
What did I get the vaccination for?
Because you wanted to travel.
Okay, end of story.
No.
Not because of COVID. Not because of COVID. Because I bought a plane ticket. They won't let me on the plane without that. That's it.
What?
That's all. I didn't buy it. I didn't get the vaccine so I could walk amongst regular people. I didn't wear a mask. I was good.
Okay, I'm gonna say
In
this.
the hood.
I'm gonna say this.
Oh,
You got it because you wanted to travel. And I'm going to say it again for everyone who's in the chat. Hear what I said. The purpose of the vaccine was to fight COVID. It may not have been your reason to get the vaccine. Your reason for the vaccine was different, but the proof of existence of the vaccine originally is to fight COVID. You cannot deny that. So what makes it hypocritical is for you to say it's not real. Because if you firmly, solidly believe on the ground you stand on, you would have never got that vaccine.
so I shouldn't fly.
No, because it goes against what you believe, right? It goes against what you believe. Now, let me finish.
Now you lost.
Now you're saying, I work in a hospital, right? He works in a hospital. My G, no disrespect, that don't mean shit. Just because, straight up, my mom's a nurse. My sister's a nurse.
Man.
My stepmom's a fucking pediatrician doctor.
Hey, Kyrie.
My knowledge is fucking inclined when it comes
Kyrie.
to medical shit.
Hey, Nam says
Wait,
Kyrie
wait.
will be disappointed in you, church.
Straight up, hold on.
He would be hella
Let me
disappointed.
finish this. I got all this background with medical knowledge. I'm inclined medically. Jose, what did I do for that chick that broke her skull in Wynwood? I had to tell fucking a police officer to do. I had to check to make sure she didn't have a concussion. It doesn't mean that I'm right. It doesn't mean that I'm wrong. But one thing is evidence that COVID is real, my nigga. And what it is to say that it's not is hypocritical to the decisions that you have made. Because if you strongly believe that COVID was not real, you would have never got that vaccine.
I'm gonna say one last thing because you said you would have never got that vaccine. Listen, I'm gonna tell you, this is so I could fucking travel. This isn't like veganism. It's not a lifestyle, nigga. What you're trying to do is compare my choice versus a lifestyle. That has nothing to do with that. So, and for Anam, whatever your name is, whoever out there, you can have your opinion. And Kyrie Irving doesn't fucking put money. Kyrie Irving doesn't put fucking money in my pocket. So those are the guys. Wait, let me finish what I'm saying.
Yeah, I gotta bring it in.
No. Let me finish what I'm saying. Let me finish what I'm fucking saying.
Pull out your hook. Pull out your
wait. Let me finish what I'm saying. Okay. The reason why I say this is because simple as this, right? Y'all call it COVID. Now, do I say that there was something out there that affected people? Yes. Again, though, in order to assimilate a propaganda, there's going to be casualty. There is. There is. Right? There is. Okay? But if we're talking about a disease that we couldn't even pinpoint to this day. We really couldn't even pinpoint all of the
origins.
All the origins. It transformed 3 times at 3 different types.
Just like the flu.
Okay. Like the flu. What? I don't know what you're talking about with that. But also, we couldn't, and there's so many symptoms. Okay, look, for example, my uncle that died that they considered COVID wasn't even any of the symptoms. All right. One of the guys that I used to know that works at an insurance agency, why did they add that? Hospitals made $13,000 per person, between $13,000 and $30,000 per person by just listing it as that. Why that if that's the case?
Okay.
Shut the fuck up and pass to the next thing, nigga.
You got one more thing?
That's it.
We done.
We done now.
Logic.
We'll
Get
do
it
it
on.
on a whole nother episode.
Just one last take before we move on, gents.
Listen, to stay away from it, dog, and I said it 1,000 times.
I
may be wrong, I may be correct, but from my own experiences, dog, from what I went through my loved ones, to my friends who did catch it, who ended up sick, and unfortunately, moment of silence for those who passed. It's real. And again, I'm not against the vaccine. I was against the mandate. I didn't get the vaccine because of my health situation and what is going on with me. However, learning through my mother, my brother, and my family members and friends, it was evident that it was real. So I will say this. Where did it go? Like everything in life, something's hot and then it's not. But realistically, you cannot deny the evidence that's before our face. People have died from COVID. it has basically struck a fucking ironclad into families, and it has divided families based on this topic alone. But in my opinion,
I'm sure there's something that divided.
Opinion,
there's something that divided it. Yeah,
COVID is real. That's my
ding, ding, ding. All right, guys. Next topic, real quick. Good job, guys. Yo, it got a little hot in the room, guys. All right, got a little hot in the room. Next topic, guys. Shared responsibility in relationships. Seems like relationships are hot today. Let's talk about it. Shared responsibility.
Shared responsibilities. Okay. So allow me to break that down, right? So you hear a lot of misogynistic men saying, oh, she doesn't know how to cook. She doesn't know how to do that. When it talks about shared responsibility, it's whatever makes the relationship work. This is my opinion. This is not a fact. I'm not correct. I'm not wrong, right? To me, it's like, yo, when I say shared responsibility, like in my relationship, there are certain responsibilities that she handles. There's certain responsibilities that I handle, such as I'm a gearhead, right? I handle problems going on with the car. If there's something with the oil changes, you know what I'm saying?
So would you call that being the man? Is that where you're saying, oh, I'm the man of the relationship?
No. When I say I'm the man of the relationship, I take the responsibility of things that would basically tie to my genetic makeup, tied to my responsibility of my strength.
What responsibilities? Let's dive into it.
I just said it. You know what I'm saying? The hard shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, my girl, she's the organizer, right? She keeps the house clean. She basically puts down her foot of having things organized. She owns that. But I make decisions. Like if I want to basically make the drastic decision, she gives me that veto power. It's not about being sexist or anything. It's just allowing me to do what a man's designed to do. You know what I'm saying? It's like when we're walking on the street, right? I take the dangerous side of the road. She ain't gonna be like, nah, I got that. I'll walk on the dangerous side. No, she understands that's me taking responsibility of being a man. I'm taking the conditions of that and I'm owning it. I think people have a sense of false entitlement of wanting to be the headhunter, like, oh, I control this, I'm the man, you have to do as I say. That's not what being a man in a relationship is. Being a man in a relationship is not having my girl listen and do as I tell her to. She could free think for herself, but in a situation where that might be hostile, she follows my lead. You understand?
Why is that?
Because how life is designed. Just like, yo, I'll tell her 1,000 times, if we're out in public, right, and some shit pops off, I don't need you to stand by my side. I need you to go to the car. Let me handle the situation because I can't fend for you and myself. Respect me on that level. Don't try to combat, oh, yo, I'm going to be Bonnie and Clyde and like niggas want a chick that's going to pull the hammer out his waistline and start bucking shot. That's not reality, dog. That's not reality. And a relationship in my household.
Sarah's saying that's you being a gentleman, not a responsibility.
A gentleman? No, being a gentleman is opening the door, being polite. When it comes to making critical decisions, that's
just chivalry.
That's chivalry. That's being a gentleman. Being a gentleman is chivalry.
You can be a gentleman and not do any of that stuff.
Then I don't consider you a gentleman.
Oh, word?
That's my opinion, though.
Trust me, I know what a gentleman is. That's what my name means. I know.
All I'm saying is, dude, that it's and here's the thing: every relationship's different. And I think that's one of the problems that we have. We compare other relationships to other relationships, right? So in my relationship, Jesus Christ. Can I finish?
Yeah.
What I'm saying is in my relationship, not to put my business out there, my lady allows me to make certain decisions that I feel that I'm entitled to. What is best for us? What investments to make. It doesn't mean I don't listen, but at the same time, it's something called veto power. You know what I'm saying? It's like a father of the household. Imagine choosing a vacation, right? Oh, we're going to compromise. But at the end of the day, naturally, the man is going to be like, yo, we're going here. Respect that. You may not got to like it, but respect that. Some people have a problem with that. That's why I say, yo, not everyone's relationship is the same as the next one. That's just how my relationship works. Just like there's times where my shorty will make a decision. She got to take the lead. She could take the lead. I love when she takes the lead, as long as it's in a respectable manner.
Okay,
but that doesn't work for everyone.
Church looks like he got something to say.
Let me say this, right? So, what constitutes? All right, so let me put it like this, right? Okay. you know how you make executive decisions? Are executive decisions are they subjected by what you do in a relationship on a daily? Like for example, right? You as a man, right?
Mm-hmm.
You make the head of the household decisions, right? As a leader, the captain of your ship.
9 out
right?
of 10 times.
Leader of the captain of your ship, you know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
as a progressive manner, right?
Mm-hmm.
But let's say if you weren't working, you weren't making no money or none of that stuff, would that change?
Would it change? It's
Would
not
it
supposed to.
Well, I'm asking, would it change? Yes or no?
In my relationship, I would like to say no. It wouldn't.
Wait. Church, elaborate. You said
So
more. If he made less, if he made less money,
like are those that responsibility? Because look, and I bring this to this primarily affects men. I'm not gonna say this. It primarily affects men because I feel like in today's atmosphere, and again, ladies, I hope you understand where I'm coming from, that a lot of times for a man to be a decision maker, he has to make a certain, not even certain, the most money, and has to do certain things that, like, almost to have that choice, to have a choice, to have a responsibility.
Hey, this is fire. Listen, goes back, Sarah's question goes back to my question. If your woman is more successful than
it doesn't matter. I'm not talking about that, Sarah. That's not what I'm
No.
talking about.
But success is money. She's equating money.
No, but what I'm saying is
to success, to control of the household. So,
what I'm saying is this. What I'm saying about that is this, because again, that comes what I and again, Sarah could be wrong, but I'm understanding this. Let's say a man is not insecure, because for me, I'm not insecure. Honey, make the money. I don't care. But my thing is this: if I'm making less, do I still get those responsibilities of moving the household as a flagship, as the head of the household, if I'm not making that money?
I think you are, as the man. You gotta lead
today. I don't think so. Today, I'm not saying us. I'm just saying today.
You gotta lead today.
The way that things are put out there today, I don't think it is. I'm talking about for the future, because today it's like hot girl summer, city boys. Oh, nigga, I need this. I need this in the house.
That's true.
That. I need that in the house. Oh, you want to cook meal? Like, for example, I saw a post the other day, right? I saw a post the other day where I'm gonna feed my kids first.
Shit. Hey, I'm a feed. Ooh, that's foul. Hey, listen. We gotta bring it up. Wait. Sarah doesn't think you have majority decision, bro. She don't think you have majority decision, bro.
Wait. God damn, boy. Fuck. Wait. So what I'm trying to say is this. To go back to Sarah's point, right? You don't think, but who does that apply to? Right? Who does that apply to? Because again, I think for the newer generation, that this type of stuff is what's gonna happen.
At the end of the day, it sounds like whoever brings the most chicken home it's like a vote. If I bring the most money, my percentage of money that I bring in, let's just say I bring 75, I got 75% voting power. So that means in all decisions, whoever makes the least amount or whatever percentage, that's how much you get in voting. So
if I may piggyback to what Sarah's saying, because she said if a woman's making more money than her man 9 out of 10 times, you're not leading that household. Okay. Woo! So Sarah, if I may break it down, right?
That's facts.
Shorty, my chick paid for her car, right? Out her money and whatnot. But it was me who made the decision on where she gets the car. And allow me to break down. It's not that I overruled. It's not that I took over. But in a relationship, in a partnership, I allowed her to do her relationship with the dealer, do her research. And as a man who loves her and cares about her, I educated her on why we weren't going with that dealership and why we went with my guy. In reality, my chick ended up saving over $5,000 and got a way better financing deal and everything. And I think that's where it comes into that whole competition phase I'm talking about. Just because I think women take the whole situation, not saying you, but women in general, oh, well, I make more money, I'm going to do what I want with my money. It has nothing to do with that. It's just trust me as a man to make the better decisions.
Listen. Let me say this. Let me
ask you this. If that, let's say for example, you made no money at all, right?
Mhm.
Let's just say you didn't make no money in the house, you don't clean the house or nothing, right?
Okay.
And you were to approach your woman with that same decision, would she give you the same result?
I would like to think so.
Nah, man.
I'm glad you said that.
I would like to think so.
That's not gonna happen.
I've never been, and the reason I say I would like to think so, I've never been in that situation.
I know.
All right.
So
my advice to men: don't ever get in that situation.
But
if your girl ever
won't
makes
respect
more
you.
money than you, she will not respect you. I agree with this comment
listen,
right here.
But this is the 20. But we're in 2022.
You will not get respect in the household if she brings home most of the chicken.
I'm not
naturally.
Naturally, I understand that, but we're in 2022. We have to understand that life happens too. Do you understand? Like life happens again. I'm saying this.
What do you mean by life happens?
If you're an ain't shit person, like you're not trying to apply.
What do you mean?
I'm about to explain to you. Let me explain it to you, right? If you're an ain't shit person, like you don't want to work, you don't want to like provide or anything like that, like you just don't want to, then this conversation ain't for you. But if you're a person like, because again, let's say for example, let's take Jose. Let's say you're a writer, right? You're a writer. Now your money isn't as consistent, but you know, like the reward of you sacrificing that time to write these novels and whatnot will eventually pay off. But you have to make that sacrifice. Then what? Because a lot of people run into those situations.
But how much is she making? I need to.
Let's say she's making whatever more than you.
She's gonna leave me. She's gonna leave me. I already know she's gonna leave me.
She's gonna leave you. But here's the thing, though. Like you're making a sacrifice.
Yeah, but shorties don't want sacrifice. They want it now.
Most
shorties. You cannot expect your woman to stay and hold it down.
And just to piggyback, Sarah, you said I gave her advice. No, what I did was I taught her. I think when advice is like, yo, you should do this. No. I allowed her to do what she did. She did it herself. She was going to do it regardless. But she trusted in me to take that responsibility and find her a better deal. That's not giving someone advice.
Let me say something on that. What she's saying is, it was her money.
Yeah.
But if you're the person that makes the most money, you get the most respect. Because if I make the money, I'm gonna tell the team where we're gonna spend the money.
Okay.
But your girl will listen to you because you're the bread. You make most of the money. Who pays 75% of the bills in the house?
Me.
That's it. You're the king.
Okay, but
you can't expect a woman. And this is the truth. This is the reality. If your girl makes more than you, just count the days before she slide on.
Well, I find that different.
Can
I like the chime in on that.
Let me just say this, right? I'm not disagreeing with you.
See what I said?
I'm not disagreeing with you to that extent, but it's not. And to get to what Casillo was saying, it's like it's not because I'm a car guy. Just like in a relationship as a man, it is my job to set up my chick, whether she makes more money or not. It is my job to make sure she is good to go. That is the responsibility of a man, to build his queen up, to make sure that she is able to continue. At the end of the day, dog, I got in a motorcycle accident, right? But I had life insurance. I made sure that if I would have had died in that accident, thank God I did it, my family would have had enough money to bury me and some so they could go on. That is the responsibility of a man. In my relationship, I make sure my girl makes good investments. I teach her about stock trade. I teach her about everything that I know so she could be more efficient and be more independent. It is a union. It is a partnership.
Let me touch on it, man. Listen, I'm gonna just say this real quick. As a woman can give a man a dream, but a man, you got to give your girl results. That's it. That's it. There is no. Hey, I hope tomorrow. You better give us some results now, and then and prove that you can give better results in the future.
So let me ask you
for a man to a woman, the relationship for a man to a woman is. For a man to a woman, I have to show you and prove to you that I can go out and get it. Okay. That's it. Yeah. There is nothing. I can't just sit there and say this and that. Oh, tomorrow. No, you need to have it now.
Okay, but here's the thing, though. I think that differs. I think that differs to the certain type of woman because,
It
let's
does.
say, for example, and I can give you 3.
Okay.
Barack Obama. Michelle made some sacrifices.
Okay.
If you guys think if you think working a 9 to 5 is hard, run for office.
What's the name of the chick who got into the Supreme Court? Perfect prime example. She was the breadwinner in her relationship, but her man. I get what you're saying. Okay.
Perfect example, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you have Michelle Obama, and if you read their book, they talk about the sacrifices that she made, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's right. The fuck she had to make it work. Okay,
Yeah.
Let's take Gucci Mane and his wife. My man was locked up. I don't know about y'all. If you ever been locked up, you're not touching nothing. You got to trust somebody with your commissary. She went out. He didn't even get to teach her. She went out and flipped it and made it double. So by the time they came out, he was set. I don't know what her name is, but Miss.
But what? Okay.
Wait.
So,
let me finish. Miss Gucci Mane, listen. Like that's a prime example. When your man is, it's one thing. Like when you
to regular folks, I agree with Sarah.
yeah. What
she
you're
was a,
what
wait,
you're
hold
doing,
on, wait, hold up, wait. Sarah, sweetheart, Sarah.
Don't do that.
Sarah.
Sarah's
She
one
was
of
a
us.
she's a
Don't
she
do
knows
that.
it. She knows
Sarah
it.
knows
wait.
I'm sorry.
wait,
Sarah
wait,
knows
wait.
her shit.
Wait.
Come correct.
She was a success. No, hold up, 1 second, okay. She was a successful lady herself. See, that's what I'm. This is the issue. See, this is the issue
Demon.
I'm talking about, right? Why is it that when women have a conversation, like when we talk, what I'm basically talking about is saying the sacrifices that she made and look where they got to. That's a sacrifice as an investment, right? And they go, she was a successful lady herself. Automatically dismissing the Barack Obama, right? Why do we always do that?
let me chime in on it. Let me chime in.
Oh, wait.
Let me chime in on this.
What I want to know is if we do all that, if we do that, right? Because that's where this like man versus woman thing, that's where it starts from. Because again, when a man does something, we don't just dismiss the woman. Am I wrong?
But that goes back to what we were talking about earlier, where we said women are raised differently.
Yeah.
Women have their value at birth. We have to make ourselves something.
Facts.
I understand.
We don't get given anything. What are you given? We're not given anything. Now, what you're doing right now with these examples is, a bell curve, right? In the bell curve, there's averages. There's most people sit in this part. Then there's the smaller ones. The outliers, that's not regular life. That's a one of one. To give a woman $1 million while I go to jail and she's gonna get me 10? Come on now. Sarah's on point. You come at a girl and she makes more, even if it's $1,000 more than you. Just count the days before she rides out on you.
I'm not
trust me.
But you know what? I don't want to say she's gonna ride out.
Not everyone. But you gotta set the tone.
I feel like, and this is how I feel. I'm not correct. I don't think I'm wrong, and I'm not saying I'm correct. This is just my opinion. I feel like if a shorty makes more than you, there's a time clock to where you could prove yourself and match that power. And if you can't do that, then it's gonna be troublesome in that relationship. I think it's safe to say that. Because if shorty's making more than me, you understand what I'm saying? If she's a good partner, she's gonna help me develop that character and get where I need to go. But I gotta show and prove and take control of the helm and prove myself to match her worth. A lot of times niggas ain't willing to match a shorty's worth. And that is a big problem in itself because most motherfuckers have the mind, oh, well, I'm a man.
Again, but again, that also comes from if you are not insecure, that's never going to be an issue. My father,
it has nothing to do with insecurity.
Yeah, it actually does.
No,
it does because look, my father always told me, right? Listen, if you're taking care of a woman, like take care of the woman.
Mm-hmm.
Take care of the woman. If she happens to do better than you, don't fault her. Don't fault her at all.
But nobody's faulting her.
I'm using as an example, Jay. I'm using an example. Like a lot of guys don't do that. They don't do that.
They become bitter.
They become bitter. Then that's where competition comes in. You understand what I'm saying? Like that. We're probably like the last of a dying breed, but that's where a lot of that conflict comes from. Am I wrong? Do you know anybody like that? Because I know plenty. today.
But even as a man, I'm telling you right now, you don't have to resent or be bitter. Let's just say let's just put numbers on it.
Yeah.
You make 50K, she make 80K. She's gonna look at you and say, "Yo,
get on the ball.
What are you doing?"
I don't know about that.
I can guarantee.
I don't know about that.
Not what did it say? 9 out of 10.
No,
Yeah.
I don't know
9
I
out of
agree
10.
with Mortimer,
Listen,
though.
in the West, in USA,
Yeah.
capitalist. What are you bringing to the table? Then, because you can't go back and say, "Oh, let's make this decision together." She's gonna say, "Yo, I bring most of the chicken. Don't even play."
I
with
got
me.
here without you.
I'm making more than that. She's gonna throw it in your face.
Yeah, I got here without you.
Do not say, "Oh,
a lot
team
of times-
building."
a
This
lot
is
of-
not a
but-
team building event.
But a
Where
lot of-
are your
yeah,
results?
Because a lot of times when you have a relationship that started at the court, you know how many relationships
That's
say it's
wishful
like,
thinking.
high school love, right? You had two people together. Shorty picked the major that happened to pop off earlier than her man who's going to school to law, right?
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
You see, that's what she's gonna say in the argument. Anytime you mess up in that relationship,
Yeah.
hey, she gonna wave the BD in your face, dog. I make 30K
not
more
all
than
women
you.
are gonna be like that, but the majority of
9
women
out of
function
10.
like that, dog.
9
and
out of 10.
it has nothing to do about being insecure or secure. It's about contributing. It's like we had a topic about it on our earlier podcast. I don't have a problem with a chick making more, but the idea is I'm gonna want to contribute because at the end of the day, she got there without me. Now I got to put myself in a situation of where we can get together. I have to match it to the
I'm gonna
ninth
put it this
hour,
way,
dog.
Church. I'm gonna put it this way, Church. What's gonna happen is she's gonna look at what you're bringing to the table, and she's gonna say, "The shit you're bringing to the table, I could just pay for it. Oh, you mow the lawn, I could buy that.
I
Because
understand.
men do that shit now.
You fix my car,
Men do that
I
shit
could buy
now.
that."
Okay, look, I understand that, but I think we're having is a misunderstanding. Going back to the insecure thing, what I mean is the reason why you get behavior like that from men, if they're upset about it. Listen, there's a difference between. I'm just gonna tell you, if you're a man that likes to provide, and a shorty's making more than you, you're just gonna step up.
I just said that.
Let me finish what I'm saying. All right. If you are not insecure, you're just gonna step up, right? But if you are insecure, which is what I see a lot of.
Look, I'll pay for the convenience. I don't need you. You see? That's how it is.
Listen, so if you're a person that is actually not, if you're actually like insecure about that, it will turn into a competition. It will turn into a competition. Some men might try to stronghold.
If she makes more than you,
yeah.
let me touch on that.
For real,
there is no competition at that point. She's already, if she doesn't have the next dude, she gonna get the next dude.
Yeah, of course.
And I mean this, like when I say that, I mean it like this. She makes more money than you. The advice is you better get a shorty in your tax bracket. That's it. You better get a shorty within. When I mean within, she better be making less than you because there's gonna be zero respect.
All right, next topic.
So on the final take, what's your final take on that?
Make more money than your shorty.
Your final take on that?
Same thing you said, Jay. Same thing.
My final take on it: if you got a shorty that makes more than you best be willing to go to war with yourself in order to be better. Straight up.
All right, last topic of the day. Logic, talk to him. Respect and street code.
Street code. So
Whack 100
and
the
6ix9ine.
And the 6ix9ine interview.
Now, I'm just gonna say it like this fucking nigga named 6ix9ine, and the reason I say that, number one, he don't come from our culture, and it's not about him being a snitch. What I want to focus on is how do we have a table with grown men who stand on no quality for themselves? A lot of times, bro, we have a lot of, and this is honestly one of the reasons why the game is so messed up. Like the OGs don't got it together. Back in the day, our OGs put us on correctly, but these new OGs, it's like, yo, they don't want to grow up. Can you imagine a group of men at a table old enough to be our fathers debating on real nigga shit? Like that right there is a problem. But I think that's a topic for another day because honestly, we up there. So just to do a closeout, church, if you would, from the segments that we all talked about today, what is it that you're taking home with you today?
I guess number one, you gotta really like believe in yourself, and I think guys, everything is situational. Pretty much everything is situational. Relationships, COVID, lots of things. It's all situational, and I think whatever works for you, if it works for you, then that's fine.
Brick.
Last phrase I would say, like I said, live within your means. Like you gotta get everything. You gotta work hard to build yourself as a man and or a woman. You know what I'm saying? So move forward, build yourself physically, financially, spiritually, in all aspects of your life.
So on this topic, what I'll take home with me tonight is pretty much, this is like everybody says, this is one life, and I feel like in order to honestly be okay and to make it through, you gotta be willing to go against the grain and be comfortable with who you are and stand firm on what you believe in. Because if you ain't willing to stand firm, you really hold no barriers and you hold no weight to anything that you push out. That's what I'm saying.
Bam.
Later.